One of the key features of innovation can be the alignment of two completely different technologies, or companies, or people, who are brought together to create something wholly new and different. For instance, who would have thought that an imaging system used during the decommissioning of nuclear sites could be used to create 3D surgery by remote control? That's what happened when I3D Robotics, experts in machine vision systems, were introduced to the team at the University of Sheffield Advanced Manufacturing Research Centre. Now, remote medical examination by video is not new, but this is an off-the-scale, exciting development. Marrying 3D vision technology to virtual reality offers an unprecedented level of accuracy.
So what we're talking about there is bringing that live 3D reconstruction data and allowing a remote observer to be able to look at that data and interrogate it from any position in any manner that they need. It's looking at streaming that data to anywhere across the globe and allowing somebody to dial in to an operating theatre remotely and observe it and provide insight and information at any time.
For I3D Robotics, medical science was never their number one target application for their 3D vision technology. But thanks to the interconnections throughout the Catapults network, AMRC heard of their capabilities. A grant from Innovate UK did the rest.
We focus mainly on the industrial environment, so we've done a lot of work in steel. Nuclear decommissioning is really great technology, a great application for 3D because it removes humans from these nasty sites. But there's a lot of value, and discussing it with the guys with the AMRC, they clearly, this was one of the big things that were preventing the digital theatre from development. You know, this is something that they really needed. So yes, it's not what we're used to, but that's the beauty of 3D. And incorporating it into VR then opens up many other possibilities.
So we feel that the most immediate impact of this will be on telemedicine and telehealth. So the remote observation of surgeries, of surgical interventions by remote experts. So it allows you to separate that specialist from the physical location of where a surgery is occurring. But beyond that, there's opportunities in education and training, as well as conformance and variability studies. So recording this session, you know, the 3D data allows you to play that back at any time in any manner. So you can have an infinite number of students watching this procedure in full detail and from any perspective. But this technology could be applied to telemedicine through kind of remote interventions. So not necessarily a passive observer, a passive advisor. You could quite easily see this being applied through telerobotics, so a remote controlled robotic intervention within an operating theatre.
What matters about mutually beneficial arrangements like this is not just that it's happening, it's the opportunity cost to companies, indeed to the manufacturing sector, of it not happening.
There's a lot of risk for small companies like ourselves to develop new technology, particularly into new areas that we've not been involved with before. So it really means that we're unlikely to take that risk without the government support. And the other major benefit is it means that we're able to work with new colleagues like the guys at the AMRC, and then really advance our technology based on their skill sets as well. So they bring in the expertise from the VR side. We have the expertise on the 3D vision, and then we're able to interface both of our technologies together and then come up with something that's much more powerful.
But beyond just the financial support, there's also the intellectual properties support. You know, bringing different concepts to the table, helping kind of cross-pollinate some of these ideas and distributing and sharing some of the knowledge to allow some new products, new ideas to flourish. The AMRC is constantly checking for new funding streams and new sources of information. and we have quite a close relationship with most of the government funding bodies. So it's not a coincidence that this type of funded research happens again and again through the AMRC and through Innovate UK. We spent a lot of time trying to support companies that need this funding and need this information.
Confirmation that though collaborations like this sometimes look like a happy coincidence, the fact is that the UK's research and funding ecosystem is very much designed to make them happen.